Good morning, this is a Shaman Oracle reading for Tuesday. And before I start, I like to explain the deck called the Moon and Stars Tarot, because this deck assigns stars and the moon to the different suits. So do the swords relate to shooting stars, the cups relate to supernova, the wands relate to nebula, and the pentacles, they relate to the full moon. And shooting stars, they are not really stars. It's really a piece of rock or dust called meteor. And these meteors, they can survive by burning up, by hitting the earth, and then becoming a meteorite. So meteorites, they are the last stage of existence of space rocks. And not to confuse them with meteoroids. Meteoroids, they are lumps of rock or metal that orbit the sun. Supernova, they are relating to the cups of this deck. And supernova is when a star burns through its fuel, begins to cool down, and then, because of outward forces of pressure, they drop. Gravity suddenly taking over and the star collapsing in just seconds. And this collapse produces the explosion we call a supernova. Nebula relating to the wands of this deck. A nebula is a giant cloud of dust and gas in space. When more than one nebula come from the gas and the dust thrown out by the explosion of a dying star, it is called supernova. And nebulae, they are often star-forming regions. And finally, there is the full moon, and the full moon here is designated to Pentacles, and the full moon is actually, well, a moon moving in its orbit so that our Earth is between the moon and the sun. And then when we look up in the sky, we see the full moon. This deck here explains why the cups represent supernova. It is because emotions are the fuel of a large part of our life and can often cause outbursts similar to a supernova. Swords here are related to shooting stars, because when we see a shooting star, we make a wish, and shooting stars, they fall in many different directions, showing decisions to be made. Mercury, the planet Mercury, is associated with thinking and communicating, and thus he is related to the swords and shooting stars. Wands, they represent nebulas, the beginning of a new star, and symbolizes new opportunities through creativity and passion. And the planet Saturn stands for responsibility and ambition, and is also assigned to wands of this deck. Lastly, Pentacles. Pentacles, they are related to the full moon with a pentagram in the middle. The full moon represents blessings and desires through personal hard work, and the planet Mars relates to it, bringing the needed motivation and also aggression. So Mars relates to the Pentacles of this particular deck. So I guess that was a quick run through of the explanations for this deck, and now we come to the actual reading, and this reading is for Leo. Good morning, Leo. I wish you a great day, a wonderful week ahead, and here comes your reading. First card of the Moon and Stars Tarot are Eight of Wands. And Eight of Wands relates to speed, and the keywords, they are directness, communication, and action. Many messages are coming your way, and you are in high demand. So be prepared to move fast and overcome obstacles directly. Your creative side shines brightly as work relationships build and project prosperity. This card is favorable for change and career prospects, so keep up with opportunities. Another meaning of the card is traveling and visiting. This will be a maniac time to ensure you prioritize contact with those close to you. And the star's message is be direct and keep up with the things that you need to keep up with. Next card is the Shaman's Dream Oracle card called Hollow Bone. And the hollow bone relates to teachability. Teachability, humility, being empty so that the wind of spirit can breathe through you. The hollow wing bone of an eagle is a flute for the shamans. They use that bone, they build a flute out of it. The appearance of the hollow bone invites you to become empty of your notions of who you are, to check your ego at the door, and to know that this is not about you. Relinquish your need to be right and to express an opinion, as this will not change anything right now. You are being called to practice humility. Hollow yourself out and hear the wind blow through you and play you like a flute. You will learn the language of the squall and the storm and understand the message in the summer breeze. There is an important communication waiting for you. Humility is the swiftest path for you to become like hollow bone. So drop all notions and titles that bolster your ego. Eliminate the doer and allow things to happen of their own accord. Remember that you can accomplish most anything if you are willing to let someone else take credit for it. Hollow bone has come to caution you to believe only 50% of what others think and only 10% of what you think. Trust your experience, not what you have read in sacred books or holy texts. This will allow you to turn apparent danger into opportunity. Remember that you are in significant grain of sand, that you are an insignificant grain of sand in the grand scheme of life, and You are as important as the brightest sun. That's beautiful, I think. And the last card is Oracle of Fairies card. And the one is called Protect Your Dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you are ready to release them. Allow your dreams to have strong foundations before revealing them to the world at large. While they are growing and still tender, it is important to cherish and protect them, and it would be wise not to reveal your dreams to anyone unless you fully trust to do so. So hold your dreams dear and keep them safe as you do, and you are under no obligation to reveal your deepest wishes and dreams even to those closest to you until the time is right. We all have the right to protect our heartfelt dreams and wishes. Do so with positivity, trust, and love, says the fairy. You can ask the fairies to add an extra layer of protection to your dreams by saying, "Fairies, this is my dream. It is dear to me. Please help to protect it till it comes to be." As your dream grows, nurtured by the protection it has received from you and the fairies, it will gain power and momentum. This will serve you well for when your dream is released into the world. Nurture your dream so that it may come to be in this earthly realm for the highest good of all. Follow any guidance during this time from physical science or your intuition if it seems wise. You alone will know when the time is right to release your dream. And I think that's a very good advice from the fairies, to hold your dreams within you and not to share them. Most make fun of us anyway when we dream, right? So I think the fairies gave you a very good advice here. Leo, keep dreaming, keep hoping, keep wishing, and believe in yourself, and I'm quite sure your dreams will come true, or some of them at least. Okay? Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.